So welcome to my vlog of my trip on the Acela NextGen first class from New York Moynihan to Boston. Um, so this is Moynihan Train Hall, and with the first class ticket, you can go into the Amtrak Metropolitan Lounge at the Moynihan, which is good because there is no seating in Moynihan Train Hall. So if once you enter, just give them your ticket number and then there'll be a wide seating area, and it's pretty empty at this time of day. This is around, I think, 4 or 5 p.m. You can sit at the patio overlooking the rest of the train hall. There's a selection of beverages and food and drink as well. So I just took a little pastry and a sandwich. And it's a really nice, up sleek area with some charging cords, and it's just a nice place to rest. So once it's time to board, they'll call the train and you can board early as the first class. So this is what it looks like. It's really different on the outside from the older train cars. And there's a place to store your luggage, and then the seating configuration is 1 or 2 seats. The seats are a little bit narrower than the older car seats were. However, they're still quite comfortable, and they're pretty well designed. There's an outlet next to the seat, and when you put your seat back, it's engineered in a way so that you're not going to affect the person behind you, which I think is pretty neat. One thing's for sure, I think the train is a lot quieter when it's moving on the tracks. The last time that I took the Amtrak, I remember it was shaking a lot and making a lot of sounds as it was leaving. And as you can hear, there's still a little bit of noise, but it's nothing big. But it's really, really quite quiet. couple minutes after pulling out of the station, they got our drink orders and then scanned up our food orders as well. And then it's just settle into wait for the rest of the train ride. So now I'm checking out the toilet. It's a really similar style to the trains that I've been on in Europe and I think Switzerland specifically. Press the button, the door closes. It's very, very modern. The water comes makes a kind of scary sound. Went back to my seat and settled in to wait some more. And now I think we were probably in Connecticut. As you can see, the train really doesn't go that fast because it's still on the same rails. So there's not really a huge difference in time compared to the NextGen and the older Acela trains. Getting a little bit late, the food arrived. The food was pretty decent, nothing to write home about, but it's pretty filling. And then shortly after I finished, it was time to disembark. I got off at the Route 128 stop instead of getting off at South Station, just because that's a little closer for me. And this is what it looks like on our business class. You can kind of see it through the windows. It's just 2x2. Honestly, not a huge difference between the two. I wouldn't really recommend going for first class unless you have money to spare because there's not a huge difference. The food isn't really a reason to